Welcome. I'm here, Jane Gardner, at the Ultimate TV Channel System, and we're talking about the show formats for an easy TV show. And if you haven't seen the previous, I think I'm putting them on a page on Ultimate TV Channel System. What shall we call it? Ideas. How about that? We'll call it ultimatetvchannelsystem.com/ideas. And all the six shows will be on there if you want to have a look at the various pros and cons of each format. But today we're going to wind it up and we're going to talk about, in general, what you should think about for your goals for your TV channel. Or sorry, TV show. You can think of a TV channel. I'm sure you can. Okay, so what's the goal for your TV show? Are you going to want to make money from it? Do you want to make more clients, more leads? Do you want to get in touch with more of a network of influencers and grow your audience? What kind of show format do you want based on your goals? So you have to decide first what your goal is. So that can take a while. So we've been discussing the goals and everything, and we've been discussing the various ideas for TV show format and what the pros and cons of each are, and also maybe what your agenda is in terms of your goals for your show, whether it's on TV, on Facebook, LinkedIn, or anywhere else. You need to have a goal, because you don't just want to do this TV show just because. You need to have a goal. So we looked at the various formats, and then you have to decide which format is best for you and your goal. And so we obviously looked at the variety of TV shows, and whichever TV show format shakes your boots and fulfills your goal for a TV show in your business, that's the one you should do. I can't tell you what to do. But what I can suggest is even regular TV, what do you call them? Interview shows or regular TV news shows have a mixture of 2 or more formats to fulfill a 30-minute time slot. So just like any other TV show, which is trying to be engaging on regular TV, you want to probably have short segments of each. Here, let's have a look. So, for example, you could mix up a news of the day, which, as I mentioned, can get outdated easily, so you might not want to do that one. You could have an interview, and then you could give them an instructional how-to for 5 minutes. And actually, that's I think what I'm doing for Solopreneur Success. For Business Success TV show. I'm going to try and get interviews of people on business success, as well as add at the beginning maybe a short how-to for how to get new leads or something, and then an ending section on just a training showing them. So the pros of mixing 2 or more show formats, of course, is they're shorter topic sections, so you don't have to have as much information in them, and a combination to make up the 30 minutes. And of course, you can pre-record some of the sections or all the sections and just put them together to make 30 minutes. The cons, of course, of mixing them up is, of course, you have to pre-plan for any guests or co-hosts to attend. You have to organize everybody to do segments at a certain time, because, of course, if you have more than one segment, you've got to make sure you do them all. Rather than just sitting there and interviewing someone for 30 minutes, which I find is fairly easy to do, to shorten an interview to 20 minutes can sometimes be difficult with the interviewee. Hint, hint. So, but at the same time, maybe they're not giving the kind of value they should. In 30 and 20 minutes, they could probably do a better value if you keep the questions simple. So just look at your favorite TV show you watch and see which type you would enjoy to do and what would work for you. Yeah. I don't know. But I mentioned before, I did a web show in 2016 for a year. They were about 60-minute segments with different themes. So Mindset Monday, Get Your Message Out Tuesday, Freebie Friday, etc. And I recorded it on my own, the 7 segments each Sunday, having planned the presentation slides during the week, which I can do in my off time, right? Because it's just PowerPoint presentations. So this could work as long if you organize your time and make an outline and plan. You can have even, I know that there are podcasters who do at least 5 shows in one day, interviewing people just to organize their time because they're so busy. So you have to be able to organize and plan how you're going to do the show to make it an easy TV show, because it is an easy TV show when you know what you're doing ahead of time. So my point is that you have to know the goal of your show. What is the reason? What is the why? For why are you doing this show? Are you doing it to get leads? Are you doing it to get money? Are you doing it to get more people into your courses? Are you doing it to get more clients? Are you doing it to connect with more on your network and influencers, get people more aware? That is actually, visibility is the important goal for everybody, I must say. You have to be visible. There's no reason to do a show unless you want to be visible. So anyway, so pre-plan the outline, pre-plan the schedule, pre-plan when you'll invite guests, pre-plan your outline of your format, and once you know your goal, your easy TV show will become easy for you because you know what you have to do each a day in terms of doing your show. And I will say, my final advice is when you're planning for a show and you've got an outline of the format and what you think you'd like to do. And there are a lot of people who are doing interview shows right now. They find it easy to do. And you could probably just make a plan of who you're going to invite and have some standard questions. Ask them what questions they'd like you to ask them. I've had people fill out a form and ask them what the subtopic is that they want to go over, and then we talk about it a bit before we actually do the recording and the interview. And they're usually people who know how to talk, so that's always good. So they get it done. So you have to figure out, just how much time you want to spend on this and how important it is to you. I know that there's a certain agenda, and I certainly think there's a certain goal that I should be doing, which is interviewing other people. And it does get your reach out there and gets you more well known to other people as well. But yeah, it's just a matter of organizing it. So we looked at the ideas for a TV show, and so once you know it, it's pretty easy to do your TV show. So I've also in my, I should talk to you. Also in my Easy TV Show Blueprint, in the planning section, I have a little bit more ideas on what you should plan for. Excuse me. You should, besides planning what the format is for the show, and to be honest, the format of the show is important in terms of you have to plan, are you going to be monetizing the show? Are you going to be having ads on your show? Are you going to have people interviewed on the show? Are you going to ask these people not to promote you, but do you want to promote their information on the show, and that's why they'll be on the show? So that would be an ad on your show, basically. There's various things you have to think of for your goal, for your format, for your show, especially the monetization bit. It's important if you're doing something to always be considering whether you're going to make revenue from it, and if there's a reason how you can get leads and to get people off of the show and onto your website or onto your subscribers list. Which reminds me, please have a look at why you should have a TV show, and the training's on my email video course at http://jgtips.com/y with how a TV channel gets your business more leads in the first email. You can download that, as well as you can download why you should have a TV show in your business trainings. I did, I think there's about 5 of them, as well as the 5 steps to a TV show. So we have the planning section on the second page there. It goes into a bit more detail on the other things that you need to decide on your goal for your TV show in terms of monetization and leads and everything, and how you're going to get them in that section there. So yeah, so this is some of the ideas for a TV show format and training series, and we'll have this at ultimatetvchannelsystem.com/ideas. That makes sense. You can go through the formats and decide which one you'd like to do, because in the near future I'm going to have a course on how to do an easy TV show, and basically once you go through that training, you should be able to design and create even a TV show, and part of that course is that you'll be on my Business Success TV channel on Roku and Amazon Fire once you've created your TV show. So that's quite a bonus, I think, because it gives you an idea on what's it like to have a TV show. And of course, I'll be going over that in the trainings about what it means to have a TV show on Roku and Amazon Fire, because I have 4. Which reminds me, I don't have them shown here. So it's me. I'll think about what the next series will be. I don't know. Maybe